Hello everyone, this is day 8 of the video challenge. Actually I forgot to upload yesterday's video. I just did it a few minutes ago actually. So hopefully that'll be up there shortly. I totally forgot. I did it yesterday, but I didn't upload it because I didn't have time. I had to go into work. And I totally forgot when I went home. I actually fell asleep. I was tired. But anyway, it's up there, so you should be able to view it. It's kind of a long one, but it's up there now. It's a little bit, I was just sitting here thinking about what I was topic I was gonna talk about. And I was just like, had a mind blank. I was like, I couldn't focus. And I was like, okay, let's talk about, first of all, how to focus and how the brain works. You know, you get your short-term memory and your long-term memory. So basically, in my case, I draw more from the long-term memory than short-term memory. You know, you think of your short-term memory like a computer, like the memory in a computer. It doesn't store it that long. It takes information in small bites, uses it, then it's gone. The long-term memory is more like a hard drive. It stores stuff for days or for your lifetime. It's in your long-term memory. To draw stuff from your short-term memory is quicker. To draw stuff from your long-term memory takes a little bit longer. And I tend to draw from my long-term memory, while short-term memory isn't that great. But like I said, I draw from my long-term memory, so it takes me a little bit longer to process things, to focus. You know, not to have the squirrel syndrome. You know, that's what I call it. Yeah, so if you have, issues like, oh, what am I going to talk about today? Oh, I don't know. Don't get crazy about it. Don't stress yourself out about it. Like I said, I made notes again today. That's a habit I'm trying to get into, is making notes, because like I said, I draw from my long-term memory, so it takes me a little longer, a little bit longer to focus. So having notes, so I keep looking down now. I'm trying to get the glare off my glasses here. It tries to keep me on track of what I'm trying to talk about today. I'm trying to keep myself focused on what I'm doing. You know, your short-term memory is known as your working memory. I'm reading off my notes that I got. The brain holds small amounts of information for a brief period of time. You can hold up to 5 to 9 items for about 20 to 30 seconds it holds. And then it's gone. Sort of like a computer memory. Same deal. The long-term memory, information is stored for an extended period of time, days or a lifetime. The lifetime memories. Everything's stored in there. That's your hard drive. And like I said before, that's a hard drive of your brain. And that's what I draw from, but it takes a little bit longer to do that. So people can't talk fast to me and start, because I'll just be like, what are you talking about? Because I won't hear a thing you're saying. If I start trying to talk very fast and rush me and everything, it doesn't work for my brain, okay? Because afterwards, it takes me a while to process stuff. Afterwards, I'll process and be like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about. But that's after the fact. So that's a kind of, thing. So you can't get frustrated with yourself. You have to work with who you are. And people start talking fast and doing that stuff with me. I'm just like, well, I tell them, can you slow down a little bit? I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Think a little bit differently. Don't get frustrated. Just do what works for you. Like I said, I'm very bad at procrastinating and very bad at doing notes and stuff. So I have to remind myself. Like I said, yesterday I did notes, and today it's day 2 of doing notes, which is good for me. And it'll keep you focused on what you're doing. I'm sitting down talking, doing the video here. I'll be like, oh, it'll have, a brain failure there, and I'll be looking at my notes. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Long-term memory, short-term memory. How to use what works for you. People learn different learning styles. I could do a whole video on that, because there's about, I think, 7 different learning styles. And you have to use the one that works for you. Who's pulling in next to me? I don't know who that is. Anyway, see, I get distracted. Oh, squirrel! Anyway. Yeah, so you just have to use the part of your brain that works for you. If you, like I said, if you get confused and focused, you might be somebody you're drawing on your long-term memory, not your short-term memory. If you can, people think, oh, I can multitask. Multitasking is kind of not a true thing as far as your brain and how your brain works is concerned from a scientific point of view. But you have to do what works for you. Don't get frustrated. Don't get annoyed. Do your homework. Do a little research on how the brain works, how to learn how the memory works, and you understand. Oh yeah, that's why I can't focus, or that's why I forget things. Then like I said, you do things that'll help you, like note taking, writing notes before something, or using your calendar as a reminder. I put excuse me, everything in my calendar. I just have to remember to look at my calendar and do it. The more you do these things, the more they become ingrained in your long-term memory and become habits. So you don't have to really think about it, you just automatically will do them. Hope this is making sense to some people here. Like I said, today was just like an unfocused day. I couldn't focus for a minute there. I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about? Okay, this is why I can't focus, because they made some notes, and then I could start to focus in on what I wanted to talk about briefly. Today is working on what part of your brain works for you, and doing things like note taking, using calendars to keep dates and stuff like that, to help you stay focused and stay on track to doing what works for you, being successful and moving on in your life. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.